Alright everyone, how are we doing? Not much to do, so I thought I would bring around my DVD update for August 30th, 2014. And pretty decent selection of stuff here. The majority of this came from the horror convention I was at. So that's where I got most of it from, with a couple others. Currently have a cold, so ignore my voice, however stuffy it may sound. But let's get started. I've got 5 VHS tapes, actually. 4 of them were all 25 cents, so I got 4 out of these 5 for $1, and then this other one I paid 10 for, which was pretty over. I probably shouldn't have, but well. The first one I got is an independent movie. I normally don't buy independent movies, but I got The Sleeper mainly because I love the idea. I love how the guy was putting it on VHS, and I think he did. I bought this from the guy that made it, so I love made the movie and the case. I love the way he did it, made the thing look like an 80s clamshell horror VHS. And even when you look on the tape, he gave me some flyers there. Even when you look on the tape itself, he even included the 50-cent charge if tape isn't rewound sticker, which was awesome. And then this is another movie that him and his friends had made called Don't Go to the Reunion, which, yeah, this movie really was not that great. The guy told me if I threw in an extra 5, he'd give me the DVD for it, but that was fine. I just thought this VHS was a really cool keepsake to have. I mean, I really thought it was unique what the guy tried doing with it, so that's why I got The Sleeper. Next one I got is a science fiction movie called The Guyver with Mark Hamill. I've never really been a sci-fi guy, so I didn't really care for this one too much either. Well, it came from Blockbuster, we know that. 25th of June, 1994. But, yeah, Mark Hamill, Vivian Wu, and David Gale, not that memorable of a movie. And that tagline definitely doesn't make sense. So even though I'm not really a sci-fi guy, so already I wasn't really happy at 25 cents, why not? The Sleeper was the only VHS tape, not 25 cents, so these other 4 total were all $1. We got this one, I thought looked like a really fun movie, Night Hunter with Don the Dragon Wilson. It's okay, I mean it's got some martial arts stuff in it. Badder than Blade. Yeah, that's definitely a true statement. But, I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's watchable, but in the grand scheme of things, I didn't really think it was anything that great. So, yeah, that's Night Hunter. It has the potential, though. I mean, this cover makes it look like a really cool, fun movie, but yeah. Same with this one, Pretty Kill. With, Yaphet Kotto actually was in that from The Running Man and Eye of the Tiger with Gary Busey. This is a low-budget 80s kind of thriller romance thing. Really not that great. I mean, you know me, I collect any 80s movies like this, so of course I got it, but in the Ultimate Run, nothing too special about this, just kind of average, very typical movie. The last one we got, I actually like this one out of the VHS movies. Psychic with Catherine Mary Stewart and Zach Galligan. I actually met Zach Galligan at the convention I got this from, so that was great. It's basically kind of like The Dead Zone with Christopher Walken. You know, it's a good thriller, mystery thriller. I liked it. Catherine Mary Stewart, Zach Galligan, Michael Nouri from The Hidden. I can't remember if this was 80s or not. I think this was 1991. This was a fun one, though. I actually enjoyed Psychic. I like watching this one. I hate having colds. But anyways, moving on to the DVDs now. These first couple DVDs are all the ones I got from the convention, and then the non-convention ones are at the end. First one I got is a documentary, which I actually really, really enjoyed, called Rewind This. Heard a lot of good things about it. Really enjoyed it. It's them talking about VHS and how it came to be and how it kind of disappeared, and there's way more special features than that too. I will tell you that there's like 20 featurettes in the special features, and they have like all these, like things from movies, and like They Live is right there, and the Bubba Smith home workout video is right there. And I love this cover too. I love the way that's like illustrated, and the music. Like, especially, like, the opening credits and the menu, the music is fantastic. If you're a movie buff and if you have, like, VHS tapes, I definitely recommend getting this. It was actually watching this that inspired me to get, like, these 4 little unique movies on VHS. But yeah, this is a very good, well-made documentary. It's got people like Frank Henenlotter that directed the movie Frankenhooker. And just a whole bunch of, there's this one guy that has these really weird, thick glasses, and it's a fun, good documentary. I really like this documentary. Definitely recommended. It makes me want to buy more VHS tapes now, so I think I'll try to have at least one, like, obscure 80s movie VHS in the future updates here. And the next one, Charles Band usually goes to this every year, so I got a movie from him. Dollman, I bought it from him, and he actually autographed my DVD, Charles Band. And I actually performed in his Full Moon Road show, that was a lot of fun. I got to perform on stage with Charles Band and a bunch of other random people. Yay. It was fun. And this is Tim Thomerson and Jackie Earle Haley. I actually like this one. I had fun with this. Now, Full Moon is not a company I'm a big fan of. I got a catalog from them when I was there with all these movies in it, and it was just... Yeah, it's like, especially when I went to the Charles Band Full Moon Road show, he showed a trailer for Evil Bong versus Ginger Dead Man, and even that trailer was just kind of painful to watch. But the older, like, especially like the Empire Picture movies were great. And this Dollman, this is great. And I know one of the big things Charles Band was stressing was the Full Moon streaming. How they're doing like the Full Moon streaming thing, like subscribe for, yeah, like they were doing this deal at their table. Charles Band was doing that deal at his table. Tried to get me to sign up to it, but I mean, like a lot of these Full Moon movies, I'm just not. But the Dollman I enjoyed though. I know there's a couple sequels. I don't know if I know Tim Thomerson, Trancers was his other big Full Moon movie, but Dollman I really enjoyed. I like this one. Low budget, just 80s action cheese, it seemed like. Next one I got for pretty cheap use there was Cemetary Man from one of the vendors. I like this one. I heard a lot of nice comments about the movie online. Kind of reminded me of Dead Alive by Peter Jackson. I like this one though. 1993, good special effects, and it was like more comedic. It didn't really feel like it was taking itself that seriously. And it's got some featurettes on it too. It's got Death is Beautiful, including interviews with star Anna Falchi and director Michel Sauvé. I don't know if this DVD's still in print or not anymore. Cemetary Man, I got it used for 10, so normally I don't spend that much on DVDs, but I like that one, Cemetary Man. Reminded me, if you like Dead Alive, you'll probably like that one. Black Roses, one of my all-time favorite 80s horror movies is Trick or Treat from 1986. One of my all-time favorite 80s horror movie, so I'm like, oh, this one sounds similar to that. It's also about like an evil rock band, and I like the soundtrack because a good number of the songs were sung by Mark Free and his band King Cobra at the time. So I like the songs on the soundtrack, especially the one Paradise. I know the director of this unfortunately passed away a year ago, I think, but it really just was not that great of a movie. A lot of the special effects were really, really cheesy. And Synapse Films released it. I liked the soundtrack, but ultimately I really wasn't a fan of the movie. I don't know. It was just low budget and didn't really appeal to me that much. I mean, if you haven't seen either this or Trick or Treat, I would definitely try to hunt down Trick or Treat from 1986. So that's an amazing one. Next up, we got Mars with Olivier Group. I apologize for that little cut right there, but this one we have, Mars, starring, I think it's Olivier, not Oliver, Olivier Gruner and Sherry Belafonte in Mars. You know, this looks like such a cool sci-fi movie. Like, I thought I was really gonna end up liking this one. It looked like a cool sci-fi action movie, but it really wasn't that good in the end. At least I didn't think so, even though it looked cool. And I have never owned a DVD like this before that came in like a jewel case, like that opens like this. And like when you take the disc out, it's just the front cover again. I've never had a. I'm assuming these all come in those kind of cases too, since it's a same company. Ooh, there's a Gary Busey movie. All right, but Mars not that great. This makes it look cool, but I really didn't think it was any good. Kind of slow. Next one we got is a double feature between Teen Witch and The Heavenly Kid. It's one of these MGM totally awesome 80s double features. Teen Witch is okay, but in the end you're really not going to remember it, and the special effects are just way too damn cheesy in that movie. However, The Heavenly Kid, I actually really enjoyed that one. The soundtrack was awesome. The acting was good, the story was good, the ending was pretty sad, but at the same time kind of moving. Really liked The Heavenly Kid. I really think you will. If you love 80s movies, I would definitely get this set. Teen Witch, it's really cheesy. I mean, I was entertained by it, but it was just very cheesy. So if you like cheesy 80s movies, you might get past this one. This one definitely feels more professionally done, though. The Heavenly Kid was an awesome movie. There's just really nothing else on this DVD. But, yeah, if not Teen Witch, definitely check out The Heavenly Kid. The Heavenly Kid was a great 80s movie. I really enjoyed it. Then we have I'm Gonna Get You Sucka, a movie I had a hell of a lot of fun with. This movie was hilarious. I was cracking up the entire way through. I don't want to say much about it because I don't want to spoil much, but definitely watch this movie. If you like action movies, if you like comedy movies, it makes fun of the blaxploitation action movies. It's an awesome movie. I mean, I thought it was hilarious. I don't want to talk about this one too much, so I just check this out. This movie was hilarious. I was cracking up the entire way through at it. Almost done. We have Man of the House with Tommy Lee Jones, which guilty pleasure. I thought I was going to end up hating this, but I ended up actually liking it. Anything with Tommy Lee Jones, I usually end up liking. He's a good actor. I had fun with this. Tommy Lee Jones babysitting all these cheerleaders. I liked it. It's probably not something I'm going to rewatch a million times, but I still liked it, Man of the House. And last but definitely not least, we've got Rambo III. I'm not even gonna try taking it out of that slip cover because it's in there so tight. But this is a great action movie. I don't get why so many people hate it. I thought it was an awesome movie. Tons of good like explosions and action scenes and helicopter stunts and Rambo. I don't get why so many people hate it. I thought Rambo 3 was fantastic. I really just enjoyed it, so Rambo 3 is definitely recommended. And the only one I have to get now is Rambo from 2008. I've got First Blood, Rambo First Blood Part 2, and Rambo 3, so I've got all those, so now I just need to get Rambo. Good movie. Loved it. I don't get why it gets so much hate. So going in reverse, we've got Rambo 3, Man of the House, I'm Gonna Get You Sucka, 80s double feature of Teen Witch and The Heavenly Kid, Mars, Black Roses, Cemetary Man, Dollman, Rewind This, Psychic, Pretty Kill, Night Hunter, the Guyver, and the Sleeper. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the update. Next update will probably be sometime in late November. Alright, talk to you guys later.